Welcome to episode 337 of Apartment Hacker. This is Mike Burton, Apartment Hacker. It is my mission to tease out human potential in the multifamily space. Today we take a detour off of the Scaling Up Excellence book to talk about a topic that came up from a viewer. The idea of speaking up about wrongdoing. So potentially and very likely in your career you will experience the observation, you'll make observation of wrongdoing by a counterpart or an underling or somebody that you work for, so a supervisor, right on up to the ownership of the organization. You'll experience this in your lifetime, and you'll have to think through the potentiality of expressing that to someone you work for or an alternative mind, because the far-reaching consequences of talking about wrongdoings in an organization are twofold. One, you could be targeted. The other is that you could be applauded for reaching out and expressing those potential wrongdoings. I'd say first and foremost, make sure you are fully convinced of the particular wrongdoing. Make sure that you have, at best, firsthand knowledge, at least knowledge through a credible resource about the wrongdoing before you actually decide to express that to someone that has influence or has power over doing something about it. Second thing I would say is think through the far-reaching consequence as it relates to things that have happened to other people in the past. So people who have brought up wrongdoings in the past, what has happened to them? What are the actions that are taken against them, or what are is their credibility lent to someone bringing up wrongdoings? And then third, I think about your culture overall. Does the culture support people expressing things that they find that are out of alignment with the company culture? So think through those things before you take action. And I think what I would probably highlight the most is just make sure you've seen it with your own eyes, or you've heard it with your own ears, or you are taking that information from a credible resource and you are questioning that resource ad nauseum before you actually make the decision to talk about that wrongdoing. But I would always advocate talking about it. I would always advocate going to somebody and speaking about a potential wrongdoing, but not without having thought through it to the extent you can. Do all of your due diligence before you actually pass those things along. Because the consequences are not local to you. The consequences are local to a lot of people that work in and around your organization, depending on the degree of the wrongdoing. So anyway, I hope that is helpful advice. We'll get back on the topic of scaling up excellence likely tomorrow. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.